The following is a presentation of the OLSH Sports Network. And we welcome you inside the stadium here at Moon Tiger Stadium in Moon Township. It's Charger football, and it's getting down to the wire, guys. I'm OLSH, Grant Kalish, and welcome back to Christian Harbaugh to the booth here on the broadcast. We're here. It should be a good one. These two teams are fighting for the third and final guaranteed spot in the playoffs.
Yeah, so basically it's pretty simple. The Chargers win here tonight. They are pretty much going to get that third spot. They would have to win next week, but certainly an easier game. If they lose tonight, Steel Valley will clinch that third spot. Chargers will have no chance at it, and they'll have to look for a wild card. So really a huge game here tonight, guys.
Yeah, and the best thing about it is it's home, right? So you don't have to travel far, and you're here in your backyard, and comfortability and where you play, your games. But the different part is Saturday night, 7 o'clock. But you got an extra day of rest and an extra day to prepare and watch your film.
Yeah, it's definitely what you want. You get a big game like Steel Valley, you want as much time as you can prepare because every minute in that film room counts.
Well, there you see the two teams as they come in. Right now, the Ironmen are sit in that third spot as we speak right now. They come in with a record of 4-3. They are 2-1 in the section. Your Chargers right behind them, 3-4 overall after that big win last week, and they come in 2-2 in the section. And like you guys said, this is a huge game for both these teams. Last year, Steel Valley beat your Chargers 42-7, but I think the dynamics of this game, guys, is much different.
Yeah, if you remember a year ago, Steel Valley came in. They had both Barksdale brothers just running up and down the field. This year they only got one, and, the Chargers fell behind early because they were more of a pass-heavy team. This year they want to run the ball, run the clock, and that's really going to keep them, giving them a better chance to control the game tonight than they did last season.
Yeah, and the Chargers are physical up front, too, so look for tonight. Hopefully they can keep Barksdale in check and then obviously get the offense rolling.
Well, once again, we were able to catch up with Coach during the week, and this is what he had to say with Grant.
And welcome to Charger Pregame. This week, your OLSH Chargers will be taking on the Steel Valley Ironmen, and I'm here with Coach Don Militzer. And, let's start with last week, Coach. 2 weeks ago, you came up short in a close game. This week, you're able to get the win in a close one. What does that mean for your team?
Oh, it's just tremendous for our growth. We talked about all year having some inexperienced guys, regardless of class, just guys learning to start. And, for the Apollo Ridge game, we just when we watched the film and talked to the guys, we played bad for 8 minutes. We felt we really, for the other 40, kind of dominated the play. And, those 4 minutes at the start and at the end kind of killed us. This week, you could see that they grew from that. We challenged the guys all week, and they just responded. And, I thought we played well defensively throughout the game. And, offensively, we really found a little bit of an identity the past couple of weeks. So,
yeah, another thing, too, last week you went with that Wildcat set. And the thing I really like that you've done all year is you found dynamic ways to run the ball. Is that something that was more of a South Park tape thing, or something that you'd like to do?
A little bit of both. I think we have some backs, and we've said it all year that we liked. Ran into some roadblocks, with Fort Cherry and some of the better teams we played earlier in the year. We weren't able to dictate the play running the ball, so we just kind of went back to the drawing board and came up with some different things and ways to get those kids the ball. So we like the idea of creating an extra gap and getting an extra blocker in the scheme. So, credit to the line, though. No matter how much you want to run the ball, you can't do it without the line and the tight ends. Since I've been here, I generally haven't played with a lot of tight ends. And, have formations where we have 1 and 2 tight ends now and some different things like that. And Chris Harris, Eli Nestor, I mean, guys that are coming in and just really kind of unsung but doing the job along with those guys up front.
Yeah, well, this week you got a tough challenge with Steel Valley Ironmen. Last year you had to play against 2 Barksdales. This year it's just the 1. So how much easier does it make your job just having?
Not easier at all. Not easier at all. You know, it all starts and ends with him for them, and you know, he single-handedly can beat you. If in a blink of an eye, they could be up 21-0 just on 3 long runs of his. And defensively, he's as good as advertised. He's as good as you'll see in high school football. Been doing this a while, and he's as good as a safety as I've seen at this level. Comes down and hits. He can cover. He plays with an edge. I mean, great deal of respect for him. You know, he's one of those kids at the end of the game, I go over and shake their hand and tell them, you know, pleasure watching you. Hate playing against, but a pleasure watching. But, you know, as far as they go, they have tough physical kids at every level. They're fast. You know, they made it to the semis last year for a reason. But again, it starts and ends with number 2 for them. If he gets going, I mean, it could be a long night for us.
Yeah, another thing too is, you know, we've been talking about staying on schedule with a year ago and how you're right there in the standings. Last year this was a game that you dropped, so does that kind of influence you, make you feel a little bit more free to go out there and take risk, or do you just kind of play it more the same?
I think we just see how the game plays out. I mean, at the end of the day, I mean, what we're kind of talking about right now is whoever wins this game kind of puts himself in position for that 3rd place in the automatic bid. You really don't want to finish the season and have to worry about a wild card because you just never know how the committees are going to search that. So if you win this week, I mean, we're in the driver's seat for the 3rd spot, which could even mean hosting a game. Who knows? But a lot at stake because of the big win last week, and you know, we got to take these 1 week at a time. And I feel this is, you know, I think we're finally starting to see some things click, and you know, starting to play together as a team. And you know, last week again though, just such a good win. Even dominated play for majority of the game. You know, big play at the end of the half, and you got to give kudos to the quarterbacks and receivers too. I mean, it's hard as a receiver, somebody that's played both positions. You know, all game long, you're running. You know, basically our pledge to them was, hey, when the ball comes, you make a play, and that's exactly what we did. When Thomas's numbers was called, he made a play. On the game-winning drive, we threw 1 pass, and it was to John, and comes back, makes a great catch, and a 15, 20-yard gain. I mean, so it's just the resiliency we showed to, you know, go up, go down, go back, and then just drive. And, you know, at the end of that game, there was no doubt on 4th and 3 where we were going with the football. So,
well, Coach, you said it, a lot at stake, a lot to build on this week, and it'll be the Chargers and the Ironmen up right after this.
And welcome back inside the stadium here at Moon High School. We want to remind you that Charger football is brought to you by Sky Development Athletics, Trey Thomas Images Photography, AGS, that's American General Services, Doughboys Oven Fresh Pizza, Brewer, Airport Toyota, and Taco Bell KFC. Guys, that's some good stuff from Coach Militzer, and he's always good. He lets us know what's going on and what he thinks, and they're playing some good football here recently.
Yeah, it was really a nice win a week ago that he seemed very happy with, and, you know, definitely something that they want to build on this week because this is equally, if not as more of a big game, right? I mean, always the next game's the biggest game, right? But that definitely is true here tonight.
Yeah, and for the Chargers, obviously win or go home kind of in this situation. So it's like, you know, you come on tonight, you're fired up, guys are ready to go, right? And it's going to be by committee, right? We just talked about it off the air, but just the different running backs that you're going to see tonight, and the offense is going to be a little different. And for the defense, they've been playing pretty well. So as long as the defense can hold up and give your offense a chance to score some touchdowns and score some points, I think the Chargers are going to be in a great position tonight.
Yeah, they've been playing some good defense, and of course their offense has been starting to click a little bit, and like a great win. That final drive against South Park was awesome last week. That 80-yard drive, they just running the offense to precision.
Yeah, last week they definitely attacked South Park with that Wildcat, right? We saw that the whole game. They went up and down the field, a lot of Jameer Samuels taking the direct snap, but really just throwing a lot of guys at it. But, this week maybe they show some of that. Maybe they show something a little bit different. I mean, that's the nice thing that the Chargers have done. They have all these different ways that they can run the ball. They're not going to be like, all right, well, we're going to spread out. We just got to hand it off to the guy next to me, right? That's the only thing we can do. No, they got so many dynamic ways, and that's the way I put it, to run the football, and that way they keep their offense fresh despite doing a similar thing.
Right, and, to touch on that, too, it's just being the aggressor tonight. So on offense, you want to turn the clock a little bit. You want to keep the ball on the ground, obviously, not turn the football over. And then once you run a couple plays, you lull them to sleep a little bit, now you can take a shot downfield or, take a shot in the air. But again, going back to the defensive part, you just have to wrap and tackle in space tonight, and you got to be aggressive on defense as well. But you can't let anybody, over top of your head, right. And you got to make sure they play behind the sticks tonight.
Yeah, they're pretty much Steel Valley. If you know anything about them this year, everything runs through the Ron Barksdale. There's only one this year, so there's not two of them you have to worry about, but still their offense and defense goes through Barksdale, and if the Chargers can control him a little bit, they have their chances of winning this game are improved immensely.
Yeah, but the thing about Barksdale, right? I mean, you could contain him the whole night, and then all of a sudden, boom, he runs one for 80 yards. So if you're on defense for the Chargers, you can't get accustomed to tackling him and thinking, oh, well, we've taken him out of the game. He's never out of the game. He always is a threat. So the Chargers just have to make sure every play that they're very keen on tackling him.
Yeah, the one bugaboo that the Chargers have and they can't have tonight is that arm tackle, the dreaded arm tackle. They've been doing that. It seems like they get burned when they do the arm tackle and the runner runs right through it. So if they can wrap up Barksdale mainly and whoever else has their hands on the ball for the Ironmen, they need to bring him down, not just try to grab him with their hands.
Physical. Be physical.
And get multiple guys at the point of attack, right? That's the other issue with the arm tackle is it's often a one-on-one effort, right? You got to get two guys to the ball carrier, make sure you bring them down.
Yeah, you got to funnel them all night. You got to make sure you have two guys and guys that are all over the ball and be hawks all night, but just make sure where Barksdale is at, but you can't fall asleep with the other guys, right? That's the biggest thing. I mean, we could talk about Barksdale all day long, and obviously he's a key part of this team tonight for Steel Valley, but the Chargers can't fall asleep with the other guys. Those are usually what happens when the other guys have a game because you're focused on one guy.
Yeah, there's still 5 eligibles out there. It's not just the quarterback.
There you see the Chargers getting ready to come out of the locker room and the stands on the far side, and Steel Valley trots out ahead of them on the other side of the field. But I'll tell you what, we do want to remember to thank Taco Bell and KFC for sponsoring all our football team's post-game meals for 2025 and supplying food for our concession stand here at Moon Stadium. Thanks. To thank them, please visit their local locations, which are the Taco Bells are in Aliquippa, Robinson, Kennedy Township, and on Cochrane Road. And the KFC/Taco Bell that is on Steubenville Pike. Also, we want to thank our sponsor, Brewer Airport Toyota, Western Pennsylvania's #1 volume Toyota dealer. Keep Brewer Airport in mind and like them on Facebook. And to learn more, go to brewerairporttoyota.com. Yeah, you can feel the electricity in the air tonight. It feels like football weather here in southwestern Pennsylvania. It's got the cool, crisp air out there right now after those 90-degree days that we've had.
Yeah, it's going to be dark. It's going to be cold, and that's where the best football is played, right? I mean, you get out there first couple weeks, it's hot, it's stuffy. The guys, they're going down with cramps. This is where it's meant to be put on the line, and this is where you got the playoffs, right? You're really thinking about it. You know who you are, and you got to go out and beat another team who knows who they are.
So here come the Chargers out uniquely, and now they run through the cheerleaders. They switch up who carries the flag out each week. This week it was their junior, Jacob Bain. So find out who gets the ball first here and get this party on the road here.
Yeah, Steel Valley, they had a much less dramatic trot onto the field. They just walked out of the locker room right to the sideline. There's no lining up or anything. They just walked right over there. Here they come to midfield.
Yeah. Of course, they do this a half an hour before the kickoff, and this is all ceremonial, so they already know who's getting the ball and who's kicking the ball. And the Chargers will be going from left to right here in the first quarter. Steel Valley in their Vegas gold pants, the maroon helmets, white jerseys, maroon numbers. Chargers in their purple jerseys, gold pants, purple helmets, gold numbers. I got to say it, guys. How about that pit game today? That was a fun game, wasn't it? Did you guys watch it?
It was terrific. Funny story here, a little story time. My brother, he lives down there, and so my parents went down this weekend and went to the game and got to see a great game, and there you go. Pitt with a big win.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, normally when I watch college football, I watch the top 25 teams regardless of who they are. So Florida State, number 25, got to see Pitt this week. They pulled out a win. And
not next week. You won't be watching them next week.
Well, I mean, they're going to play Notre Dame, Georgia Tech, Miami, so I'll see them a few more times.
Because they're playing other top 10 teams.
Yeah, they got a lot more times. The ACC's tough this year.
Yeah.
I mean, Georgia Tech, they're really good.
I was watching an OLSH alum this afternoon as the W&J presidents were taking on the Westminster Titans this afternoon. It was on TV, and Al Magnelli, he's the long snapper for the Presidents. He had a big hit after a punt after he snapped it back, and they punted it away, and he pancaked the guy with the ball. It was a great play, and Al was all excited. That was fun to watch.
Love to see it.
Yeah, and speaking of special teams plays, the Chargers are going to try to make one as they're going to kick things off. Ironmen are going to get the ball first, as Aaron Callahan has teed it up, taking his steps back, getting ready to run up to the ball and kick this one away. It's the Chargers and the Ironmen in a pivotal section game as it bounces across the 25-yard line and goes out of bounds, and Steel Valley touched it, so that is where they will get the ball.
That was a smart move. They kick it to keep it out of Barksdale's hands.
Yeah, and crazy there that Steel Valley actually touched it, because if he just ducks out of the way and it goes out of bounds, get a penalty.
Yeah, they'll have the ball at the 35.
Yeah.
Instead, it'll be placed at the 24 as Deron Barksdale and the Ironman offense will take the field. First down and 10. They send 3 to the bottom. Barksdale takes a snap. He hands it off, and it's going to be met behind the line of scrimmage. Tackled for a loss, and it's second and long right away.
If the Chargers can do that and be physical and get to the outside, wrap and tackle, it's going to be a good night for their defense here. Who is that, Bush over there?
I believe so, on the loss of 1. This time, the Ironmen go with a tighter formation. Still send 3 to the bottom, but much closer to the linemen. And there's a lot of movement before the snap, but they just let it play go. It's a pitch out, and there he goes. Trucking over guys, and now it's a speed race, and you know who's going to win that one. Barksdale is gone. Touchdown Ironman on the second play from scrimmage.
And we talked about it at the top of the telecast here, but man, Barksdale, what a big-time play there. He just takes the gap in the hole that he's seen and runs over a couple Chargers in the way, and man, just gets to the end zone just like that. Steel Valley's on the board.
I mean, we talked about just how electric he is, but just taking it all the way, and now here comes the extra point.
I don't know, guys. From up here, there was too many guys moving before the snap there. I don't know how they missed that one. Just saying.
High snap is down, and it is up, and it is good. 7-0 Steel Valley, 1 minute and 2 seconds in, and the Chargers are going to have to respond quickly here on offense.
Yeah, and that's what we talked about. I mean, it just can't happen. You can't have the big play like that. And for Barksdale, that time, all it was an easy pitch, and he just got blocking up front and was able to just, run right through the Chargers. But, yeah, you got to respond now. It's about the response and the adversity that you're, dealt with here. Chargers got to have a sustained drive and be able to put points on the board.
Yeah, they cannot be looking at the scoreboard right now because the game just started.
Yeah, it's just one of those things you just got to watch it.
Well, right now, half the Charger coaching staff is all over the officials about the non-penalty call there on that touchdown run. They don't appear to be happy with the explanation.
Well, I don't think
Coach Gilden is all over the official.
I don't think there could be any explanation they'd be happy with. I mean, no flag was thrown.
No. Gilden's still going at the official.
So we will get a kickoff quickly from Steel Valley after they took the second play from scrimmage into the end zone. Chargers send 2 men deep as here's the run up. Kick is away in the air, but we got whistles. And there's a flag down right at the spot where the ball was kicked.
I imagine it's going to be offside. I guess that's supposed to be a Revlon call there for the Chargers. Doesn't take 7 points off the board, but it moves them back 5 yards.
So they will put it down to back it up.
Yeah.
So the Chargers will have an opportunity at better field position. Two returners line up at the 15. And here we go again, the whistle and the kick. It's going to be kicked and caught at the 13-yard line for the Chargers, and it's being brought out by Ty Hawkins. There's a flag down. He's across the 30, trying to scamper forward. He cannot loses the ball, but I think he was down, recovered it anyway, and we'll have to check the marker. It was thrown at the 39-yard line. And it is a hold against the Chargers, so that'll back them up.
Yeah, that's going to be another thing tonight for the Chargers. Can't have penalties. Can't be playing behind the sticks too much. Need all the advantages you can take.
Wow, the penalty was on the 39-yard line. They backed them all the way up to the Charger 21. So that was a 15-yard penalty for a hold.
Well, they only got the ball to the 31 on the return, and here is J.J. Hayden under center for the Chargers with 3 guys behind him in a tight formation.
Stacked eye. That's interesting. Under center.
Hayden takes a snap, hands it off. It's Samuels. Jameer Samuels is going to be slung down for a gain of 1, maybe 2 yards. It'll be second down.
And Samuel's been playing great all year, and just, he needs to just find some blocking ahead, and you give him some time. He's patient. He can get through the hole and make something happen.
Yeah, very powerful back, as it looks like the Chargers are just trying to provide some trickery as to who's going to get the ball. They go with the same formation again. Hayden takes a snap. He gives this one to Ty Hawkins. And Hawkins is going to be brought down right around the line of scrimmage. It'll be third down. here comes a personnel change.
The Chargers just got to be able to get those guys out in space.
Yeah.
You know, if they can get some blocking on the edge there. I mean, Ty catches the corner, he's gone.
So now it's 3rd down and 8. Chargers trying to keep the drive alive, as Shamir Samuels was confused as to where the ball would be snapped.
No, I think he was having a tire issue.
It'll be from the far hash. Rolling, throwing, and it is caught way behind the line of scrimmage by Anderson, and he stepped out of bounds. He might have had some space to operate, but it's 4th down.
Yeah, that's a long throw back to this far or near side here, and just for Anderson, he just steps out of bounds. I think he would have picked up the 1st down and more if he didn't step on the line. And that was the stuff I've been talking about all year for the Chargers. Just swing it out, to, you know, get it in the flat and just block and let your guys and your athletic ability, you know, and your feet and their speed, just let them get out and play.
It's a lot of loss of 6 yards on the pass attempt. Here comes the snap. It's over the head of Griesacker, and it's going to roll out of the end zone. It'll be a safety for Steel Valley. That long snapping's been an issue for the Chargers this year. It's going to put Steel Valley ahead by 9 in the early going.
And, yeah, this is definitely not what you wanted for the Chargers. I mean, you let Barksdale go 80 yards untouched, and now, you know, bad snap here on the punt. Give them 2 more points. That's tough.
Yeah, definitely not what you want to do is give them any kind of points. And just there trying to punt it away, and Griesacker's done such a nice job all year with the punts, but he had no chance of getting to that one.
Yeah, you got to have a clean snap. And unfortunately for the Chargers, not going to give the ball back to Steel Valley. And
yeah,
2-score game.
Free kick from the 20-yard line. The Chargers are lining up at the 30, if only.
Right, which is going to give Steel Valley great field position too.
So it'll be a free kick from the 20-yard line. Aaron Callahan out there. And he kicks it deep, caught at the 42-yard line, taken across the 50, trying to work his way to the outside, has a crease. There's a flag down as he's going to be brought out of bounds around the 35-yard line in Charger territory. We will check the marker. And it'll be against the Ironman.
Yeah. I didn't see if that was a block in the back or hold. I didn't catch the white hat until he was pointing at the direction of the team that the penalty was on. So, but it is against the Ironman.
They will walk it back from the Charger 42-yard line.
Well, that helps the Chargers a little bit there.
Big defensive series. I mean, I hate to say that this early in the game, and this is a big defensive series for the Chargers.
No, it really is. Got to be locked in here. Can't let Barksdale get another free run at it.
Ironmen send 2 out to each side. Now there's a man in motion. Fakes the give to him, hands it off to Barksdale. Barksdale makes a man miss, and there he goes across the 1st down marker, out of bounds around the 40-yard line.
For the Chargers, they're just going to have to be able to wrap and tackle him. And again, especially in space, you can't let him get through that first level of that defense. Once he gets to that 2nd, 3rd level, he's going to be gone.
Yeah, a couple of efforts, but just one-on-one, not going to cut it.
Yeah, gotta funnel him. Gotta have multiple people flying towards him at one time.
1st down and 10 from the 39-yard line for the Ironmen. Same set. This time they hand it off to the motion man. There's a flag down again, and he's going to be brought down 2 yards ahead of the line of scrimmage. We'll see what the penalty is. And it is going to be holding against Steel Valley. So it'll be 1st down and 20.
Well, that definitely helps the Chargers there. And that's why you just got to keep fighting on that line there and keep being physical. The more you do that, your opportunities and chances of them holding and getting penalties is higher.
Yeah, it just goes to show how every effort, even if you can't get to the ball carrier, can work out. First down and 20. Fakes the handoff, and he's going to be spinning around and tackled down. That was Barron on the keeper. It'll be second down.
Yeah, and we're going to see a heavy dose of the play action and the run-pass handoff kind of offense for Barksdale and Steel Valley here.
Second and 14. It's a pitch out to Barksdale. Barksdale has all the Chargers there to bring him down. Good job there. Tackle for loss by the whole Charger team. There's a flag down in the secondary after the play. There was one Charger, one Ironman out there fighting. And that should at least bring up third down, but we'll have to see where the yardage is assessed.
Exactly.
And it'll be
offsetting.
Personal foul against each team, offsetting. So it will be third down and long for Steel Valley.
The whole play is happening up here, and Ellis is just back there tussling and wrestling in the 30 yards away.
I mean, sometimes these run-heavy offenses, those receivers and corners out there, they just got nothing to do, so they end up picking a fight.
You'd love to see the chippiness and the grittiness early, though, and the fight back by the Chargers.
Third down and 18 for the Ironman. Drops back, throws, caught, and he's going to make some Chargers miss, but the Chargers are going to bring the ball carrier down. It'll be fourth down, and Steel Valley will have to punt it away.
And that's what the Chargers defense needs to do. They need to make sure that Steel Valley plays behind the sticks. Then they don't, they think they can't run the ball every single time, so then they have to force the pass. And then for the Chargers there, it was great coverage downfield, and you rapid tackle in space.
After giving up the touchdown and the safety, Chargers force a punt. It'll be Nestor, and
you know what?
I think that's Ty back
keep
to
an
return.
eye on Barksdale. He's back in punt formation.
Yeah, that's the only thing you got to do here. Make sure he punts the ball.
And he does. It's going to be caught by Nestor at the 9-yard line, bringing it up the field. He's across the 20. There's another flag. He's going to will his way to the 33-yard line, but we will see what this marker is. It's at the 22. A lot of flags out early, guys.
Yeah, you can't really get a rhythm when this stuff is happening. On the Chargers again.
They'll back them up significantly.
The dreaded block in the back on a kick.
Yeah, you just don't need that. I mean, it's not necessary, right?
Yeah, just uncalled for. I mean, they would have padded up at the 33. Now it's back at the 10. 6:33 left in the first.
And again, the last thing you want to do is just create, disadvantages for yourself by getting penalties.
It's a long field to go as the Chargers go to the Wildcat. Jameer Samuel's going to take the snap. And there was movement and a flag.
False start. Jameer, he did this last week, Grant. Oh, no.
Jameer was clapping.
Oh, they're going to call it offsides on Steel Valley.
So good job by Samuels getting the Ironman to jump.
It looked like Rucker over there moved on that far side.
First down and 5. Samuels takes the snap, drops it, tries to run up ahead, but that just loss of time results in him being tackled.
Yeah, it looked like he slipped a little bit too.
Yeah, just nothing clean about that attempt to run forward.
Yeah, and especially it's tough too when they know you're most likely going to run the football. So everybody's in a box, eyes on you.
Found out this week, Jameer, His team nickname is Deuce Deuce.
2nd and 5. Samuels takes it, trying to run to the top, cuts it back inside, and he is going to just carry a pile as he always does near the first down marker. We'll have to see if they give it to him.
Yep.
And it is going to be a first down for the Chargers. So they get that yardage back that they lost on the kickoff with the penalty by the use of a run and a penalty. Now from the 20-yard line. This time it's going to be Ty Hawkins taking the snap out of the Wildcat. Hawkins takes the snap, trying to find a hole. He does. Cuts it back inside. There's a flag down as he is being carried by both teams across the 35. He is still going. This pile is still moving. What sport is this near the 50? It looks like rugby, but I don't think it's going to count. There's a flag at the 20-yard line.
That was unbelievable. I mean, how long that went for, and that was an extra 15 yards, but unfortunately coming back probably.
That's what happens when you keep the legs moving.
Hey, just keep chugging, keep pushing.
And it is a hold against the Chargers.
Ty had a lot of room over there on that right side. There was a big advantage there, and that's unfortunate with the hold.
I think that was designed to go outside the tackle, and I think Ty saw that hole inside the tackle, and he cut it back up the field. It was a nice run by him. Unfortunately, one of his mates got a little handsy.
Wipes away what would have been a 30-yard run. Now we're back at the 10-yard line where the Chargers started this drive. Takes a snap. Hawkins trying to get to the outside, and he is going to be brought down. Gain of 4 for the Chargers. Second down and 16. It's going to be Jameer Samuels out of the Wildcat. Samuels takes a snap, has his hole, trying to pile through some guys, and he's going to be brought down. Gain of 5. Third down and 11.
And if they're going to keep getting chunk yards like that, that's not bad, but when you're playing behind the sticks and it's 1st and 20, then it makes it a little tough. And now in, 3rd and 11, you're probably going to have to throw the football here.
Yeah, especially with where they are on the field, right? They can't go for it
right
at this point.
And you got to try to keep this drive alive. And they come out in Wildcat here.
Approaching 3:20 to go here.
Samuels taking the snap, trying to find a hole, but the Steel Valley defense is there. They're going to bring them down, and it's 4th down. And here comes the punt team.
And after the last attempted punt, the nerves have got to be there for the long snapper and the kicker. So
yeah, and with Barksdale standing back there at the 50, I'm sure the game plan is kick this one out of bounds. Griesacker takes a snap, gets it away. It's going to take a hop at the 47, and the Chargers are going to be around it, downing it at the 45, not giving Barksdale a chance. So much better job by the Chargers on their punt unit.
Better snap there that time. Good punt. Chargers defense is going to have to create a turnover, I believe, at one point in time. Either that or you got to make sure you flip the field here. Get them to go 3 and out right away.
Yeah, right now they're definitely losing the field position battle, and they're down 2 scores already with the safety.
Hey, I want to send best of luck wishes to OLSH Charger Jonah Scullert as he advances to the PIA Golf Championships. It'll be happening, I believe it's the 21st and 22nd.
First down and 10. Berlin rolling, and he's going to be brought down by the Chargers. It's going to be a loss of 6 yards. I mean, that one just did not develop for Terrell Berlin, and it's second down.
Looked like a broken play there, Grant. It looked like Barron was looking for Barksdale or somebody to flip the ball to, and nobody was there, and he just decided to try to tuck and run, but about 8 Chargers swarming around him.
I got to agree with you, Christian. He had that look, and I could see it from here. He had that look in his eyes like, where is everybody?
Yeah, I think he turned the wrong way or something was miscommunicated.
He definitely lacked purpose with that one. This time he takes a snap, keeps it again, cutting up the middle, and he's brought down for a gain of about 3 yards. So Chargers quickly bring up third down and long.
And if you're the Chargers, you'll take that all day. You'll hope that Barron keeps the ball and doesn't flip the ball to Barksdale. And that time again, Barron keeps, and good job by the Chargers to be on pursuit there.
It'll be third down and 12 for the Ironmen. Barlin with Barksdale to his left. He's going to roll, throws, and it's caught, but short of the marker as he's pushed out of bounds. And it looks like there's going to be a change of personnel, which means the Ironmen are going to punt this one away.
Yeah, I thought there was a chance that they might be aggressive here and go for it, but
they still might.
Well, when you're up 2 scores and the field position's playing this well for you, I think you got to punt it.
Yeah, I agree.
But that's why we're up here.
That's right.
Barksdale punts it away, and it's going to go out of bounds. They're going to mark it at the 13-yard line, and that's where the Chargers will take over with just 47 seconds left in the first quarter.
Pink out night here at Moon Stadium. Month of October.
Yeah, the cheerleaders all wearing their pink shirts. Students, for the most part, got pink on.
Coach Nick down there is the only coach I see with pink on for the Chargers side. Yeah, the only touchdown in this game was Barksdale scoring his 17th of the season on the second play of the game.
More traditional set here for the Chargers. Hayden takes a snap, throws, caught, Pino. Pino has some space, trying to get to the outside, and he's pushed out of bounds shy of the marker, but a good drive starter for the Chargers.
Yeah, and that's what I think the Chargers need to do. Just throw it out, get some blocking out front, get out in space, let your receivers and your playmakers get out in space and be able to use their speed and athleticism.
Yeah, just get it out to their guys. We saw them do that a lot against Ligonier Valley. Just have their guys running up and down the field.
Yeah, just a bunch of swing plays or, bubble screens out there just to get your guys in space.
Back to the Wildcat with Samuels. Second down and 2. Takes a snap. He is going to get off the first tackler, trying to get off a second, but they're going to blow it dead. It'll be third down. And the Chargers do not have to run a play in this quarter if they do not want to.
Yeah, not too bad there. I mean, Jameer Samuels hit in the backfield. He limited it to a loss of 1. It could have been a lot worse.
Yeah, and I think the tough one about that, that particular play is just like you got a great first down play, and now you want to manage to pick up a first down and move the chains, and just unfortunately the blocking up front wasn't there for Samuels on that play.
Yeah, it's just one of the tricky parts about the Wildcat. It can be so effective, but the defense knows what you're doing just as much as you do.
All right. Don't go away. We're going to be right back with more Charger football right after this.
You wish you could raise money for OLSH while shopping at your favorite stores or restaurants? With Raise Right, that's exactly what you can do. All you have to do is purchase electronic gift cards on the Raise Right app, and that company will donate a percentage of that sale directly to OLSH. And the list of companies that Raise Right works with is seemingly endless, including Amazon, Walmart, Target, Sheetz, and so many more. Now you can rationalize your grande caramel mocha frappuccino with 3.5 pumps of vanilla and oat milk because you're actually raising money for OLSH. If you want to raise right, email Sarah Stuckman to get the special OLSH code. Funds raised to support the OLSH Athletics General Fund. Go Chargers!
Second quarter starts with a throw outside as J.J. Hayden just completely airmails his intended receiver, Pino. And it's 4th down, and the Chargers are going to have to punt.
And that's a tough break, too. Again, trying to swing it out. Has the right idea, right thought process, just not on the mark and just too high.
Yeah, that ball has to be there because the play call was good. Everything was in line.
Yeah, and at that point, you're just trying to pick up 3 yards. It's doable, but throw's got to be on target.
Here comes the punt. Greasacker gets it away. It's going to bounce at the 45, and it's going to roll. Nice Charger roll picked up there by the Chargers at the 43-yard line. So that is where Steel Valley will take over.
Yeah, I think the worst field position Steel Valley's had is like their 37-yard line.
Yeah, and the Chargers have been great. After, Barksdale scores that long touchdown, the defense has been great.
Yeah.
Containing and stopping them, especially with them having good field position every time. But Chargers need to find a way to score, and maybe it's the defense here. Get a turnover.
1st down and 10. Barron gives it to Barksdale. Barksdale has space. Bouncing it to the outside, spins his way back up the field, and he's going to be tackled by the Chargers, not before they give up a 1st down.
And Barksdale that time, he just had a head of steam there. Had good blocking up front, misdirection. He was able to cut back upfield.
Made his way to the Charger 46-yard line.
And good thing for that Chargers secondary there to make a tackle in space, because if not, Barksdale's probably in the end zone.
He's still running.
First down and 10. Barron takes a snap. Gives it to Barksdale. Barksdale up the middle. There he goes. Across the 30. Makes a man miss. And he is in. Touchdown, Steel Valley. Just like that, a bolt of lightning all the way. The Chargers didn't even see him.
46 yards on that run. Barksdale scores his 2nd of the game, his 18th of the season.
And not a good start for the OLSH Chargers.
And that's just tough. Again, good blocking up front, big hole, and able to just make that cut back upfield and run for a touchdown. I mean, it was easy.
Yeah, once he got through the line untouched, it was all over but the crying.
That wasn't even Barksdale. That was Siebels.
Oh, was
number
it?
4. Yeah, that's why I was looking over the sideline.
Oh.
It is good. I mean, you
There's
just
a flag.
assume there's a flag down. You just assume with the run.
Yeah, the boost of speed.
Well, if that was Siebel's,
That was number 4.
that was his first touchdown of the year.
Yeah, and he looked like he did that multiple times this year.
Looks like penalty was
On the Chargers for
on the
running,
Chargers.
running into the kicker.
He ran him over, too. And he made the kick.
Well, it's still only a 2-score game, going from 9 to 16. So
Yeah, the Chargers are going to have to do something different on offense, though. I think at this point in time, with your backs against the wall and not being able to move the football and move the chains and be able to get first downs, you're going to have to put the ball in the air a little bit. And I see down there Ichamora warming up, and I wouldn't be surprised if he comes in on this drive and try to let him throw the ball and air it out downfield.
Personal foul, so Steel Valley will be kicking off from the Charger 45.
yeah, and from right here, they could either try to pin him deep or go for an onside kick.
Yeah.
Chargers only have 5 guys up, 10 yards beyond the kickoff spot.
Yeah, if Steel Valley really wants to be aggressive here, and the way the Chargers haven't moved the football, they could just go for an onside kick here.
I wouldn't be out of my realm of possibilities.
Here is the run up, and it is going to go into the end zone. So they are going to net 25 yards on the kick, and it'll start at the Charger 20.
Chargers got to pull something out of the bag. I mean, got a trick play, anything, jet sweep,
They just need something positive.
little, flea flicker, something to get you guys moving and throw Steel Valley off a little bit.
Definitely in need of a spark as Fabian Nixon checks in at quarterback for the Chargers. Nixon takes a snap, drops back, going deep down the field, and it is intercepted. Picked off by the Ironman, and that is Barksdale.
That is Barksdale.
On the interception. If you're going one-on-one down the field, I don't think that's the matchup you want if you're the Chargers.
Yeah, I'd like to see Nixon drop back and throw there, but the only person you couldn't challenge there is Barksdale. And looking for Ty on a streak route, and just unfortunately, one-on-one, Barksdale wins that matchup.
Just under 11 minutes to go here in the half.
Ball is going to be at the Ironman 45-yard line. First down and 10. Barron takes a snap, hands it off to Berland. Berland has a head of steam, and he's going to be met by the Chargers, brought down and then slung out of the pile. But a nice gain.
And this is a big, crucial possession here and drive for the Chargers defense. They got to hold up. They got to keep Steel Valley out of the end zone.
Yeah, if Steel Valley's able to score here, it's just tough to logistically come back and mentally.
Right. More mental than anything else.
Yeah.
Second down and 2. Barron hands it off. Barksdale to the outside. He's tripped up by the Chargers, but gets enough yardage to move the chains. It'll be first and 10.
I think Steel Valley got away with another procedure call there.
I was just about to say that. That's happened a couple plays here.
They're headed toward the line too
The
early.
umpiring crew not taking a look at their movement before the play.
Right. He was doing the crab move across the line, but he headed toward the line way before the snap.
Yeah, and they're not coming set before, you know, they're still moving and in motion.
Well, if he's doing the crab, he's allowed to keep moving, but he can't move toward the line.
Towards it, right.
Yeah.
Either way, the play stands. First down and 10, and we have a whistle and a timeout. Looks like it's Steel Valley taking their first of the half.
Yep. Hey, want to remind you, if you want more information on the OLSH Chargers, if you want rosters, stories, and so much more, visit www.olshathletics.org. Send out special thanks to our website sponsor and Covenant Financial Advisors. Also, join us on Tuesday, October 14th. That's this coming Tuesday at approximately 6:30 p.m. as we celebrate our senior girls volleyball players and their families as the Chargers take on Quaker Valley. And is that going to be at the AAC, guys?
I believe so.
That'll be their first match at the AAC. It's completed, so
yeah,
it looks good.
Come out and check out the AAC.
I seen a sneak peek the other day.
I saw some pictures. I haven't seen it live yet.
We got to practice in there one time. I mean, it was just cool to actually be in there. You know, it was like a time capsule for us because it
great
so
feeling.
long. First down and 10. It's a keeper from Barron, and Barron is going to get his way for 5 yards.
I still can't get back my senior year, guys. I didn't have a gym my senior year. That's tough, you know. You feel for people like that, like last year.
Yeah,
Those guys, it's just tough.
Yeah, we'll give them credit for 4, Grant.
Looks like the ball's 5 yards down the field, but the marker.
We played our senior night, I think I told you this story, at Robert Morris against Cornell, which was awesome. And at the time, it was their old arena, old stadium.
Here's a flag down prior to the snap. It's a false start. But, I mean, yeah, Christian, that had to be so cool to get on a college court.
Yeah, on your senior night.
Kind of like awesome. Your reward for going through the trials, not having a home court.
When we didn't have a home court, we played at John Jay. That's like their auxiliary gym.
Yeah.
Their third gym now. But, yeah, no, that's cool for you guys. It'll be a great season. Excited for hoops.
I'm looking forward to hoops. Yeah, it should be fun.
Yeah, I mean, we got a lot of good players. We're ready to go.
Timeout. Another timeout, Steel Valley.
They call their second.
Yeah,
on just this sequence.
They were running out of time there. That leaves them with 1 left here. Not that they are going to need them, I don't think, but.
Yeah,
you never know.
And I think in the situation that they're in right now, they're trying to say, hey, if we can withstand this drive and make sure that we take time off the clock, Chargers don't get the football back, and we can manage to put points on the board, it makes it really tough for them in the second half to be able to come back.
Chargers will get the ball to start the third quarter.
Still 8:25 left here in the second.
Still looking for that turnover. Need that turnover belt.
Hey, this week OLSH is celebrating the Felician Sisters and Mission and Heritage that makes our school such a special place. Check out our social media throughout the coming week to see how we are celebrating.
Second down and 11. As they bump into each other, the ball's on the ground. And who's got it?
Barksdale.
It looks like the Ironmen have it.
Yeah, it bounced. It was kind of like that Pitt fumble where it bounced around, bounced right into Duran's hands.
Pitt might not win the game if that didn't happen.
No, you're right.
That was crazy.
I mean, you were calling for it, Christian.
That was it.
He couldn't pick it up.
Need to fall in the football.
But at least for the Chargers, it's a big loss. Loss of 5. Now third down and 16. Have to get off if you're the Chargers. Barron takes a snap. Going deep down the field, and it is incomplete. Broken up by Talon Ellis, and it's fourth down.
Well, you're holding your breath there as that ball was in the air.
Yeah,
play
I mean,
there.
it was a good play. It was a good throw. It was on the money. Great coverage.
Yep, good play, good coverage there by Talon Ellis.
And that's what we talked about. The Chargers needed to put Steel Valley in those positions where they had to throw on 3rd down because it was 3rd and long.
Aaron hustling off the field there. It's nice to see the big guy. I love to see big guys hustle, man.
The big fella.
The big guys, yeah.
The punt from Barksdale is heading in the direction of Owen Nestor. He fields it at the 14, trying to find some space to the outside, cuts it back in, tripped up as he extends his way across the 30. And the Chargers have one of their better field positions of the night.
So this will be interesting to see what the Chargers do here. Last time Nixon comes out, throws a deep ball on 1st down. Unfortunately, an interception. See if they go back to that Wildcat, stacked eye.
Siebel's with that shoestring tackle. Otherwise, Owen might still be running.
Yeah, that would have been big if the Chargers can get across midfield, give themselves a chance.
7.5 to go here in the 2nd quarter.
Looks like it's going to be the Wildcat for the Chargers as Hawkins takes a snap, cuts it back the other way. He is going to be shifting inside, and he's going to be brought down by the Ironman. But it'll be a gain of around 5 or 6. Second down.
Nice run. It looked like that was designed to go to the right side. He cut it back to the left, picked up some good yardage, picks up 6 yards.
Yeah, I also thought that maybe he looked downfield, maybe like he was going to pass right away, and then he just tucked it and ran.
Same formation for the Chargers. Hawkins takes a snap. This time takes it to the top, cuts inside. He's going to be right near the 1st down marker. There's a flag from the official farthest away from the play. And he's signaling hold.
Hold, yeah.
Every single time the Chargers have a positive play, it seems like there's a flag.
Oh, it's hold on the defense.
Oh, there we go.
So that'll be against Steel Valley, and we'll give the Chargers a 1st down.
I think it was going to be close to a 1st down anyway, but this is definite.
Yeah, this will make sure that there's no question about it.
Yeah, Chargers in Ironman territory for the first time tonight.
That's the kind of thing you get a defensive hold on a run that gives you some momentum. And looks like the Ironman jump offside.
Or did the lineman move?
Well, just from his reaction.
Yeah,
The guy that
definitely.
jumped.
Seemed like it was Smith, number 73 there.
And he knew it. Chargers moving it down the field. Taking the snap. Trying to bounce to the outside is Samuels. Samuels carrying a pile. And they are bunched up. And the whistle's going to blow.
Nestor come out of the punch with the ball, with the whistle had long blown, but you got to love the enthusiasm.
I mean, when he's out there, the Chargers should be asking the officials, hey, can we hold the horses on the whistles there? I mean, because he just keeps fighting and fighting.
Yeah, he's strong, physical. Unfortunately, there he just couldn't get to the outside. I thought if he would have got to the outside, he might have broke free.
2nd and 2. Hawkins trying to get to the outside. He does. He is across the marker. He's across the 30, and he's going to be tackled just shy of the 25. It'll be a big play for Ty Hawkins and a 1st down for the Chargers.
And better yet, no hankies.
Yeah. Finally, positive yardage for the Chargers. No hankies. And Ty having himself a drive here. He's getting good blocking up front, and that time gets to the outside. That's what he needs to do every time if he can.
Set it up the same.
Now from the 29.
Approaching 5 minutes to go.
Hawkins with the run. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage. Brought down there. Ironman think they have the ball.
No, the whistle was blown.
And they are running it into the end zone just to be sure. There's a few officials taking a peek. But it looks like the officials are setting up for second down.
Or are they?
Nobody went down with the ball carrier to signal touchdown.
I heard the whistle. They're saying touchdown. I heard the whistle, though, guys.
Well, I think this is going to call for a conversation among the officials.
But this is
It
probably,
looks like it's a touchdown for the Ironmen.
This is probably one of the poorest officiated game I've seen this year. This is bad.
So
he was clearly down.
The interesting thing about this whole sequence, obviously they're going to make their call, is that there was no conversation among the officials as to what the call would be.
Right, absolutely. They should meet together and talk about it. He got eight officials out there that can see.
And I mean, the line judge had his hand up.
Yeah, he did. It was dead. The play was over. The side judge said the play was over, and he got overruled.
Chargers' promising drive goes completely in the opposite direction as the extra point for the Ironmen is good, and it's 23-0.
That's unbelievable, guys.
Yeah, that's hard to believe. Yeah, the coaching staff on the Charger side is going ballistic, and Coach Militzer wants to talk to the officials right now.
Yeah, absolutely. He deserves an explanation. And like you said, Grant, they didn't even come to the middle and talk.
Nobody wants to come over and talk to him. They're all avoiding him.
I mean, that's bad.
Well, the thing that I also don't understand is, as the ball was live, evidently, as they went down to the end zone, not one official chased the ball carrier towards the end zone to see if he got in.
No.
So if he was tackled short, I mean, how would they have marked him?
And the side judge over here, where the play should have ended, they're talking to him now. He said, Militzer says he was on the ground.
Yeah, I mean, he's going to get his money's worth down there.
I mean, this is ridiculous because the side judge whistled the play dead, and everybody else says,
And you're talking about what this game means right now and what's on the line here. You can't have a bad call like that.
Yeah, just such a huge game for both teams, really. The Chargers fighting for an automatic bid, but if they lose this one, they ain't got a shot at it. As we're gonna
watch it on replay here. Oh, he's on the
down.
ground.
He's down right there.
It wasn't even close. He's laying down on the ground.
He was laying on the ground, and then the ball came out.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't even close, guys.
No.
Well, no replay at the high school level, so the Chargers are going to have to try to overcome a 23-point hole at this point. I mean, if they would have had the ball inside the 30-yard line, had their best drive of the night, could have cut it to one score.
The ball was moving. Oh, yeah. I mean, he was down.
Yeah.
It wasn't even close.
And
he
not
fumbled
only
it once he was on the ground.
Not only
was
Ty Hawkins down, the guy that picked up the fumble was also
on the
down.
ground. He was on the ground when he picked it up.
So he was also down.
Right.
So a couple of missed calls by the officials, but we will play on as it is fielded by Hawkins, trying to cut it back to the near side. He's across the 20, looking for blockers on the outside, across the 30. He is going to be spun around the 35-yard line, and the Chargers are going to have good field position as they're going to need to get to work on the scoreboard. 4:45 to go in half number one.
Yeah, I mean, this is a must now with your back's against the wall. You know, unfortunately, after that touchdown there by Steel Valley, Chargers have to score here.
Yeah, and the most important thing is to put it completely out of your mind, right? I mean, if you're Coach Militzer down there, you cannot dwell on that for one more second, because if you're dwelling on it, the team's going to see that and reflect that. So you got to go out there and play your game.
Keep coaching.
This is Hawkins on the snap, taking it to the outside. He has some space. One man to beat, but he's going to be tackled after a gain of 9 yards. If he could have beat that guy, last line of defense, he might have been gone.
Yeah, he's one juke move, one cut back upfield away from getting into the end zone. And that's about the third play now that he's got to the outside, had some good yardage, good blocking up front, but just couldn't cut back.
Looks like he's going to
He comes out, and Samuels comes in.
come off.
Deuce.
And this is one of those times where, you know, I'm Ty. I don't want to come off the field. I've made some good plays here. I know you're tired and you're winded, but you're trying to play for the playoff game here.
It'll be Samuels in the short yardage situation, taking the snap, bringing it up the middle into the pile, and he's going to be brought down. It looks like they're going to give him the yardage for a first down. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Chargers at their own 47-yard line.
Under 4 to go here in the half.
That clock is running.
Yeah, that's the only thing about running a football every single time. The clock's going to keep turning, so you got to get to the line quick. Get your play and get to the line.
Here's Samuels, but first we're going to get a whistle and a flag.
Illegal substitution. That should be on, Steel Valley. Yeah.
So that'll move it up for the Chargers across midfield.
Makes it 1st and 5.
Jameer Samuels takes a snap, has space to the top, and he's going to fight his way for a hard-earned 2 yards. It'll be 2nd down and 3. And here comes Ty back into the game. Second down, Hawkins takes a snap, trying to get by the defenders, but it's just a host of Steel Valley Ironmen there to bring him down for a huge loss. 3rd down. And now it's a passing situation for the Chargers.
Yeah, and that's the tough thing there. I mean, getting some positive plays with the Wildcat, but at some point in time, Steel Valley's going to kind of, they know what's coming. And that time to do a good job at getting through the front line and being able to wrap and tackle and not get Ty out to the outside. And like you said, probably a passing play. But at this point, too, you got to go for it on 4th down.
Oh, yeah.
Looks like it's Fabian Nixon in at quarterback for the Chargers. Takes a snap, drops back, throwing it over the middle. It's intercepted. Picked off by Barksdale. And he's across the 30, across the 20. No one's going to stop him. He's into the end zone. Deron Barksdale taking this one over on offense and defense. And it's 29-0 Ironman.
And the craziest thing, the same thing, right? Nixon drops back and Steel Valley in a zone coverage there, but the only person you couldn't throw towards is Barksdale, and you did it again, and he read that, picked it off, and cut back upfield, touchdown again, and Barksdale having himself a game.
Everything has gone wrong for the Chargers. Yeah. All 3 phases of the game, offense, defense, special teams, and some would throw in the officiating as the extra point is going to be blocked, popped up into the air, but the try is unsuccessful as it did not reach the goalpost, so the score will hold. Steel Valley 29, Chargers nothing, minute 47 left.
Hey, gear up for fall sports season with your Charger fashion from www.olshgear.com. Customize your gear with the You Pick Apparel section and represent your favorite team. Visit the sales section for discounted items as well. That's www.olshgear.com. Join us for our fall open house on Sunday, October 19th. Explore all that OLSH has to offer. See what makes OLSH the best independent Catholic high school in our region. Need to register? Go to www.olsh.org/open house. .147 on the scoreboard clock. And doesn't look good for the Chargers right now.
No, but, I mean, they still have a chance, right? They're going to get the ball here. They're going to get it to start the second half. Their defense has made some stops. I mean, that's 2 touchdowns where the Chargers snapped the ball and Steel Valley gets 6.
Actually, 3 times. Well, you turned it over twice and 2 interceptions, and then you had the crazy call with the fumble and the return.
Hawkins drops it in the end zone, and it looks like it's a touchback just because it touched the red.
Yeah, in high school, as soon as that ball crosses the plane, it's a touchback, whether you carry it in or it's kicked in.
So the Chargers with 1:42 and 2 timeouts have to work it 80 yards down the field.
Looks like Ichimura is going in now.
Yeah, he's trotting in.
I mean, at this point, you got to find some consistency in somebody who can complete a pass. And not that the Wildcat hasn't worked, it has, but the clock just turns, and with the score being the way it is and the clock being at 1:42 before halftime, going to have to throw the ball.
Chargers definitely have to move it in a hurry. Ekamora takes a snap, drops back, throws it up, and it is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Owen Nestor, but Nestor ran the opposite direction as to where the ball was coming.
Looked like Nestor was running a post pattern, and Ichimura threw it as a flag pattern.
Just not on the same page, and that's one of the results of the Chargers having a carousel of quarterbacks in this season.
Yeah, the chemistry just unfortunately hasn't been there. And it makes it tough when you don't know what your player's going to do every single time. It makes it tough as a quarterback. Obviously, you draw up your plays, but they might run a different route, not be where you think they're going to be.
2nd down and 10. Ekamora takes a snap, throwing for Nestor, and it's incomplete. Broken up there by Ashad Dye, and it's 3rd down. And now, if you're the Chargers, you're worried about the Ironmen getting another possession in this half.
Exactly. They may only have 1 timeout left, so that's the good news.
Yeah, but if they're taking a snap with Barksdale back there,
That's true.
I don't think it matters if there's 1 second or 10 minutes.
That's true. Barksdale just has to touch it once.
3rd down and 10. Ekamora takes a snap, has time, steps up, and he is going to be brought down.
Be sacked.
Yeah, it's going to be, they're going to say it's a sack behind the line of scrimmage. Doesn't matter, 4th down, Chargers going to punt it away, and the clock is running. And now it looks like Steel Valley's going to call a timeout.
That'll be their final timeout.
And for Steel Valley, that's probably smart. Stop the time, like you talked about, Grant. Like Barksdale, he only needs 1 play instead of the play clock running and the Chargers eating it all up and then punting.
And the last time the Chargers had a punt this close to the end zone, it went over the head of Griesacker for a safety. So Steel Valley, they can do a couple things. They can set up a return for Barksdale. They can rush the punter. A lot of options to try to score within the last minute 17 of the half.
Right, and they can be aggressive too, the way this game's been and the way the score is. They can essentially do whatever they want on this punt return and then obviously on offense.
Hey, if you're interested in supporting the OLSH Chargers, visit www.olshathletics.org and check out the fundraisers section in the Fan Zone tab for the latest fundraising opportunities.
Snap is high but corralled by Griesacker. Gets it away, lands at the 38, comes back, and the Chargers down it inside the 40, so excellent field position for the Ironmen with 1:10.
They're going to mark it at the 36. Now, the good news is there's 1:10 left. to halftime.
You get a chance to regroup.
Yep.
But if the Chargers give one up here, it would be 35 and a running clock for the second half.
To start the second half, yep.
First down and 10. Barron takes a snap, gives it to Breland on the sweep. Breland looking for the outside, runs all the way across the field. He's going to be out of bounds. There's a flag down at the 40-yard line. Minute 4 left.
That one's coming back 10 yards.
As the officials walk that one off. It's going to be placed at the 46-yard line. It'll be first down and 20 for Steel Valley.
Minute 4 on the clock.
And that clock begins to tick. Barron is empty. Takes a snap. Quick throw. And that's Barksdale bringing it back across the field, but the Chargers are there. Huge loss on the play for Steel Valley. As the officials keep walking backwards, it's a loss of almost 10 yards. As the clock continues to tick.
Good job by the Chargers there.
Barron rolling, throwing, caught by Barksdale.
No.
But he's going to be well short of the marker.
I think that's Franklin, is it not?
Was it Franklin?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh.
We just assume it's Barksdale every time.
Clock running. And they're going to have a whistle and a timeout by the Chargers. 12 seconds left prior to third down and long.
I think the Chargers didn't have enough men on the field.
That's what we heard from the coaches behind us.
Good timeout there, because unfortunately, if not, you would be down a man and Barron rolling out to his left.
We have all kinds of room.
Yeah, and 3 guys were going downfield. I mean, if you weren't matched up.
So third down and 21 for Steel Valley, and really the only significance in that is that the clock would stop if they were to get it across the marker. They have time for about 2 plays. And we have movement before the snap.
I thought 73 moved, yeah. 73 on the end of the line there moved.
So that'll back up the Ironmen even more.
Make it 3rd and 25, according to my calculation. Or is it 26? 26, they're calling it. I'll go with that. Actually, it's 25.
Well, either way, 3rd and long.
It's long.
Barron throws. It's caught. But the Chargers are there to bring him down. There's
Another
a flag as they are going to take him all the way to the ground.
The way that play ran, it could be a hold because the blocker had no clue where the defender was going to go.
Only 3 seconds left. I think regardless of what it is, they're just going to take it to the locker room.
Yep.
It is a hold. So they will march that one off, and then the teams will march their way off into the locker room. Unless Steel Valley can get a quick snap in.
Unless OLSH declines it, which they did. Now it's 4th down.
So they decline it, make it 4th down. So they're going to try to see if this play could be a short one. Clock running, 2 seconds, 1 second. And they do not get a snap off. And that'll do it for the first half. It's Steel Valley 29 OLSH, nothing.
Well, you want to save the date and join us on Sunday, October 26th at 2 p.m. for our annual OLSH Cheerleader and Football Purse Bingo. It'll be an afternoon full of great designer purses, side raffles, instant bingo, 50-50, basket raffles, concessions, and new this year, a Lucky Duck station. For more information and to purchase tickets, go to olshathletics.ludus.com. That's olshathletics.ludus.com. Well, your thoughts real quick before we break on the first half, guys.
Well, you know, it was really the two defensive touchdowns for the Ironmen that really did it on the scoreboard, the two touchdowns and then the safety also. So that was 3 times in which Steel Valley scored points after a Charger snap, and you just can't have that if you want to win a game like this.
Yeah, really unfortunate for the Chargers that, you know, the defense has held up and they've played pretty well and kept Barksdale in check besides that first, you know, initial play. But the Chargers offense just can't get the football moving and be able to get some points. But, yeah, got to clean up the turnovers and got to find a way to score fast.
Yeah, 16 points out of the 29 come off of turnovers and miscues by the Chargers. So the defense is, I mean, yeah, they gave up 13 points, but that's better than 29.
Well, and time of possession's probably been crazy too, because, you know, the Chargers haven't really, I mean, that first 5 possessions, they didn't even get a first down.
Right. All right, don't go away. We got halftime, and we'll be back for the third quarter. Chargers will have the ball to start things off in the third, so don't you dare go away. We'll be back in just a jiff.
Our theater department has been very successful, especially in recent years. It's grown tremendously. The Gene Kelly Awards, FISL, which is the Pennsylvania High School Speech League, Prime Stage Drama Awards for a production team that is entirely student-led, Edinburgh Fringe Festival, which is the largest theater festival in the world. It's wonderful to get those accolades, but the biggest thing that we talk about is the work that you put in. You're not putting in to get that prize, to get that trophy at the end. You're really putting in the work so that you're being the best you that you can be. We talk about going on stage and using the gifts and the talents that God has given to them, honing those talents and making it the best they can, and then just going on in front of people and shine God's love out through you while you're doing that. That's what I think most of our students take from having their award-winning theater department. It all has to be one big family. They have to be united. You have to trust the other people that are on stage with you. You also have to carry your own weight. That's the teamwork that comes in, and that's a big skill that they learn while we're doing shows here, that they need to all be part of one goal. The students here at OLSH are the reason that I stay at OLSH. They are charming and warm and friendly and hardworking. They've touched my heart, and I cannot leave here. It feels like an extension of my own children. I pinch myself sometimes because I am in my dream job. I'm working with students. I'm working in a place that is supportive of the arts, and I am loving every second of it.
Sports is just another classroom. The coaches are teachers as well. You're teaching in a little bit different environment, but there's still an expectation that the things that are taught in school during that day are the same kind of things that are taught on the court, off the court, behavior, interaction with people. And then certainly, you have a person that's an athlete when they come in as a freshman, and then through coaching and through experience and through the 4 years of high school, they're a completely different athlete or a different person or a different competitor by the time they're a senior. So there's that transformation. So I think it's all related. You can be compassionate or empathetic for an opponent or someone that got hurt, for a teammate, treating everybody with the same human dignity regardless of their role. It's not win at all costs. It's about developing our young people to be pillars in society, to be good people, to understand they have worth. I've been very, very grateful and blessed for the opportunities that I've had to be able to work here to start with and be able to remain here. I have awesome coaches teaching our young people now on all our teams, and I couldn't be happier for our program, couldn't be happier for the young people, for the examples that they have currently.
When I enter the door, I feel welcome. My child feels welcome. What drew us and kept us was the sincere rooting in faith.
They really care about your kids on an academic level and also as a person.
It's a safe place for our kids to really stretch and grow.
There's just so many opportunities.
They have something that will make a child succeed and thrive.
If you want a good college prep school, this is it.
We've had such a positive experience here. We really can't say enough of how blessed we are by OLSH.
And welcome you back inside Moon Tiger Stadium. It's William Ripshear Field as your Chargers behind the 8 ball here as we're at halftime. 29-0. Steel Valley jumps out in front early and built on that lead. But we do want to remind you that there's no better way to see yourself as an OLSH student than to become an OLSH Charger for a day. All the 8th grade students and transfer students to grades 10 and 11, you're invited to join us as a shadow for the day and experience firsthand what it's like to be a student here at OLSH. All the students will be assigned a Charger ally, which is your host for the day, and you'll attend classes, meet the teachers and students, and eat lunch on us. Register for your experience at www.olsh.org/visit. Also, you might want to save the date on Monday, October 27th at 7 p.m. When OLSH welcomes motivational speaker John Paul Gonzalez to kick off our new speaker series. This event is free and open to the public, but registration is required, so you must go to www.olsh.org/speaker series to reserve your seat today. I want to go over some OLSH athletics here this past week, things that have happened to keep you update on all OLSH athletics. First, for the boys soccer team, they are, of course, in 1A. They last Saturday, week ago tonight, Moon Tigers hosted your Chargers, and Moon is a 3A school. The Chargers whipped up on them 3-0, beating them, keeping their record clean. Then on Tuesday, the Chargers traveled to Carlington, took on the Cougars, beat the Cougars 10-1 on Tuesday night. And then on Thursday, they hosted Aquinas Academy and beat them handily, and that was the team that they were fighting for section title. Beat them 5-0, and Patrick Altmar picked up another shutout, 2 shutouts this past week, and the Chargers' section record goes to 10-0. They are 14-0 overall, and they became section champions. So congratulations to the OLSH boys soccer team. Switching over to the girls soccer team, also a 1A team. On Monday, they traveled to Riverside and beat the Riverside Panthers by a score of 2-1. And then on Wednesday, they traveled to Riverview and beat the Raiders by a score of 5-1, going 2-0 during the week. Their record now in section goes to 6-3-1, and their overall record is 7-5-1. Going to girls volleyball, girls play in 2A, and on Tuesday they played Northgate and beat Northgate 3-0. My paper just flew away. and then on Thursday they played New Brighton and beat New Brighton in a tightly contested match 3-2. So the Chargers girls volleyball team goes 2-0 on during the week. Their section record is now 11-1. They are 12-2 overall. As far as the cross-country team for the boys and girls, they did the Mingo Invitational on Thursday, the 9th, and the boys finished in 3rd place in the Mingo Invitational, and the girls finished in 2nd place. So congratulations to those 2 squads. Guess what's we mentioned the Jonah Scullert, who was the 2A WPIAL individual boys champion this year, is advancing on to the PIAA championships. We mentioned that during the broadcast here in the first half. He will be playing, I believe it's October 20th and 21st, or 21st and 22nd, up in State College for the state championship on those 2 days. So good luck, Jonah, this next week and a half or so. Also, in action, they started up about a week and a half ago, is hockey. And you say, OLSH hockey? Yes. We have several young men participating in the PIAHL. We are co-opt with the Swickley Academy Panthers. So if you look up the PIHL and want to follow in, or you can come to the OLSH Athletics website and look up the hockey. They will give you the updates on all that. I have on Monday the 6th, they lost to Ringgold by a score of 6-0. And then on Thursday they traveled down to Morgantown and lost that one 10-2. By the way, the Panthers and the OLSH hockey team, their home ice is RMU Sports Complex that's down there on Neville Island. So if you ever wanted to catch a game, that's where their home ice is. So, and to this point, the Panthers' record is 1-2. They won their first game against Burrell by a score of 1-0. So cheer on the hockey team. And that's OLSH Athletics for the week. And another update is everybody's been wondering about the AAC and their new floor. It is in. You heard Grant talking. He's on the basketball team that they actually practiced on the floor this week. So it's open. And the girls' volleyball senior recognition, I believe, is this week. And it's going to be in the AAC. So looking forward to the upcoming seasons in the AAC with the new floor. I haven't been in there. I've seen pictures, but I haven't been in there yet. I understand it's looking good. All right, that being said, we'll step aside. We'll be back in just a couple for the continuation of this game. Chargers trail Steel Valley 29-0 as we get ready to start quarter number 3. Don't go away. We'll be back with more after this. All right, welcome you back here at halftime at Moon Stadium. Had all kinds of events going on here. Grant had to leave the broadcast. He's got to do PA for the rest of the game, so it'll be Christian and I going the rest of the way, unless somebody else wants to jump in here.
There's a microphone, and Bink's right next to us. Legend.
But yeah, Chargers, go ahead. Look, untie him there. Yeah, Grant's jumping over on the PA, so we're gonna do the shuffleboard maneuver here. Go ahead and introduce him, Grant. Christian.
Just put the headset on.
Just put the headset on. Go ahead, introduce him.
Isaiah Neely, Bink in the booth here. Legend, Charger, Slippery Rock grad, play professionally. One of my best friends.
It's great to be back. It's great to be back.
Oh, yeah, good to have you.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, first half, guys, it was kind of rough on the Chargers. They didn't get any help from the Zebras, but they didn't play the best football either. So they need to kick it up a notch and take care of the football.
Yeah. Go ahead, Bink. What you see down there?
Oh, absolutely. There's a lot of bad calls. It got to be a new football team for OLSH this second half.
Yeah, I think the biggest thing for the Chargers, obviously not the way you wanted the first half to go, but definitely go in there and for pride here and to come out and finish this game on a high note. You got to come out here and just wipe the first half away. And I mean, nothing's impossible. So they definitely can make a comeback here. And the defense, we talked about it. The defense wasn't bad. Yeah. It was really just the turnovers that the Chargers had that led to some points and put them in this tough position.
Absolutely. They just got to get going on offense. And, the defense was definitely holding it down for some time. But the big plays and the fumbles and the interceptions, it's kind of hard to come back from that.
Yeah, we were talking, Zay, in the first, out of the 29 points that Steel Valley put up, 16 of them were off a turnover. Yeah. So you figure the defense is keeping Steel Valley in check. They just need to continue that, and then the offense needs to get something going.
Yeah.
So, hey, everybody, we want to remind you that to save the date on Monday, October 27th at 7 p.m., we already talked about that. So we're going to go on to the next read. Join our OLSH Theater Department for the Fall Theater Festival on Thursday, October 23rd and Saturday, October 25th. For skits, monologues, games, concessions, and more. Tickets are $10 for adults and $5 for the students. For more information and to purchase your tickets, go to olshtheater.ludus.com. So, yeah, getting ready here. The Chargers are going to get the ball to start the third quarter, guys, and I think they need to do something right off the bat.
Yeah, they definitely got to get the offense moving, and they got to get some chemistry here down with the, what are they going to do on offense? Is it going to be passing the ball? Probably going to have to in this half, but who's going to be a quarterback? And then you talk about the Wildcat did work for him a little bit, Bink, and they had some blocking up front, but going to have to throw the ball in the air a little bit to try to move the football.
Yeah, definitely. They're starting to load the box because what we're doing is just running the ball. So we have to balance it out and put some pressure on their defense.
Well, both teams are back out here on the field. We're under a minute to go before kickoff here in the third quarter, and Chargers, basically their guaranteed playoff position is on the line here tonight. If they win, we talked about it, if they win, they're guaranteed the third spot in the out of the section. If they lose, then they have to fight for that playoff spot, or that wild card spot, which means they need to win out and do the best they can against Shadyside and Keystone Oaks.
Yeah, which is not, two easy games either, and one of them being on the road, obviously, too, which makes it tough. But, yeah, you got to focus on tonight still and try to finish this game on a high note. And like we said, if you can score a touchdown here early, maybe your defense generates some, a turnover or something to get the football back, or at least manage to maybe put some more points on the board, and you can make this thing a game.
Yeah, just momentum. It's getting the momentum. We need some momentum on our side.
Yeah, got to get the crowd into it a little bit and get the players into it.
All right, looks like we're lining up, getting ready for the kickoff here in the third quarter. Again, I'm OLSH, Isaiah Neely, and Christian Harbaugh on the headsets here in the booth, and Grant had to jump over to the PA for we had some medical issues going on, and we're just kind of like playing musical chairs up here.
Give Isaiah a chance to be on the mic.
Yeah,
we love it.
My
a lot
debut.
of football, football knowledge, man.
Yeah, so far it's been what Chargers didn't want to talk about or hope wouldn't happen tonight. It's been the Deron Barksdale night. He's taking control on both sides of the ball.
Yeah, I mean, he's been impressive.
Yeah.
Obviously, that first run that he had, just knocking over a couple Chargers, and then obviously the 2 interceptions he had that he ran back to the house. I mean, he's just so explosive.
Yeah, he's talented. He's going to go far for sure.
Yeah, there's no doubt.
Yeah, he's definitely a high, Division I player.
Well, here we go. Underway in the third. Chargers getting the ball from the 5-yard line. Across the 25, the 30. Hawkins makes a cut across the 35 out to about the 36, 37-yard line where the Chargers will take over 1st and 10.
Got good field position.
Yeah, and that's what they need. And Ty, he's had some good runs all night and good blocking.
29-0. Chargers trying to cut into that right now from the 37-yard line. Grant is coming back. I don't care. If you want to go, I don't care. Here. Takes a snap straight up the gut. Across the 40. They're going to mark him right at the 40. Grant's back.
I have returned after being thrown to the fire for the public address. I got to do it a grand total of 1 time. As it's 2nd down and 7 for the Chargers. As they go back to that I formation, 4 backs. Handed off to Hawkins, and Hawkins, there's an arm tackle out, but that one results in him being brought to the ground.
Yeah, those are the arm tackles that you don't mind unless you're a Charger.
You see they're loading the box up.
Yeah, just when you get so many guys in the backfield, Steel Valley can kind of see what it's going to bring.
3rd and 13 now. It's just underway here in the third.
They're going to spread it out, go to the Wildcat. Taking the snap, Hawkins finds a crease, but he's going to be brought down after a gain of about 6. Shorter gain than I thought, but either way, 4th down, Chargers bring out the punting unit.
He picks up 4 on that, makes it 4th down and 9. They've done a good job of kicking it away from Barksdale.
Yeah, they have. Hopefully we can do that this play.
Creasacker catches it cleanly, gets it away. Barksdale, once again, just going to watch it bounce, and it's a nice bounce for the Chargers across the 25. And they are going to down it at the 23-yard line. And that is where Steel Valley will get their first possession of the second half.
You know, if you're Deron, you're like, so it goes back another 10 yards. That's 10 more yards than my running stats.
That was always fun when I was playing.
You were in the Daniels days, weren't you?
Yeah, Coach Daniels was my head coach.
Yeah.
I played on the first OLSH football program.
Yeah, I was going to say, I thought 2010.
Yes, sir.
Yep.
Handoff to Barksdale, going right up the middle. And it is going to be a gain. Nice gain on first down for the Ironmen. Second down.
Did he get 5 on that? Yeah, he did. Yeah, that's the year that our good buddy Matt Fargo got me involved in all this.
Oh, is that right?
2010, yeah.
Oh, man, Matt Fargo's a great guy. Good friend of mine.
Yep. I was driving up here today and heard him on the fan talking about the pit game.
He's everywhere.
He's everywhere.
He's a big superstar now.
Second down and 5. Sweep. Breland gets it, and he is going to be brought down near the first down marker. They're going to give him enough yardage to be first down and 10 for Steel Valley.
Well, at least the second play of this second half didn't go for a touchdown, guys. So that's a step in the right direction.
Chargers trying to prevent the third play from going for a touchdown on this one. First down and 10 from the 34. It's a handoff to Barksdale, and he's going to be contacted around the line of scrimmage and brought down for a gain of about 3. Second down.
The run defense is holding up strong.
Yep. I mean, that's saying something. He gets hit at the line or just slightly behind. They're only going to give him, they're going to give him pickup of 2.
He's dangerous when he's going east and west.
You can't say that about many people.
Handed off to him. Barksdale right up the middle, and he is going to be brought down around the 40. It'll be third down, so the Chargers bring up third down, but now they got to get off the field.
3rd and 4. You got a mass of humanity down there on the floor.
Got to peel everyone off the turf, make sure they all get up. Third down and 4.
You got to hurry. Play clock's under 3.
And here comes the whistles for a timeout.
Yep.
And that is the 3rd timeout that the Ironmen have called because they can't get lined up right.
Just taking too much time getting the play in. So next week, Chargers, if this score holds up, Chargers, huge game against Shadyside. That's who they'll be fighting for that wild card in this section. And it's out at Shadyside, so if you can't make it out there, be sure you tune in. We'll be bringing it to you here on the OLSH Sports Network.
Yeah, they're definitely going to have to, first off, see what they can do for the rest of this game, but then you have to turn the page at some point, and next 2 weeks are going to be big for the Chargers. I think from then on out, it's going to be win or go home for them.
Right. 6:56 left here in the 3rd.
3rd down and 4 from the 40-yard line. Barron is going to roll to his left, sets up, throwing down the field, and it is incomplete. Broken up down there by
Ellis.
I think that was Ty, maybe.
Yeah.
He's been all over the place tonight. And it's 4th down.
That's a huge stop right there.
We're talking in the first half, Isaiah. It's if Barksdale's back there, it's not over yet. He could pull it down and run.
You got to watch for the fake punt.
Snap is good. Punt is away.
Got room.
Heading in the direction of Hawkins, and Hawkins is across the 30, across the 35, but he's just going to be tripped up and down at the 40-yard line. The space was there, but the footing was not for Ty Hawkins.
Another shoestring tackle. They're going to mark him at the 41, 1st and 10 for the Chargers.
The last 2 possessions, they got great field possession to start.
Oh, marking him at the 42.
6:41 left in the half. First down and 10 for the Chargers in the Wildcat set. Direct snap. Hawkins looking for space, and he's going to be brought down about a yard past the line of scrimmage. 2nd down.
He picks up a yard, and he gives Steel Valley credit there. They kept stringing it out. No place for Ty to cut it up the field. Bush in the backfield now.
Christian Bush.
Yeah.
Going to take the snap for the Chargers. 2nd down and 9. Bush working his way to the top, but he's going to be brought down in the backfield by the Ironman. It's 3rd down.
I would love to see him mix it up a little bit and try to pass down the field.
Problem for the Chargers is a lot of their passes have been interceptions, and they've been going back the other way.
At this point, you got to take a chance.
Yeah, nothing to lose with the time and score where it is.
Yeah.
Chargers trail 29-0 with 5:30 left in the 3rd quarter.
Bring in J.J. Hayden now.
Hayden takes a snap. He's going to keep this one. Rolls to his right. Looking down the field, trying to shrug off a defender, but he cannot. He's just brought down by the Ironman. And it's 4th down.
Thought he fumbled the ball.
I did too, Isaiah. I did too. It looked like he was holding it like a loaf of bread.
Well, it was an impressive job to hang on to the ball, but the key indicator there, I think, right by the Steel Valley bench, everyone would have been jumping up and down if that ball was on the ground.
Yeah, he was out of the pocket there. He just needed to unload on that one. Just throw it out of bounds.
Yeah, let it go.
Yeah. That's the inexperience back there.
Yeah, for sure. Live to see another down.
Yep.
Greasacker punts it away. Barksdale lets it bounce. And the Chargers are going to tap it dead around the 33.
.422 left here in the 3rd. Chargers trying to get something going, but that Steel Valley defense is just penning them up right now.
First down and 10 for the Ironmen from their own 34-yard line. Barron takes a snap, hands it off to Barksdale. Barksdale trying to get to the edge, but he cannot.
Great tackle.
Great tackle there by Harris. Comes up from his linebacker position.
Chris Harris making sure that there was no separation created by that stiff arm. 2nd down.
Limits Barksdale to a 1-yard run.
Those are few and far between.
They're going to mark him for 2 yards now.
And there's a flag down.
Yep. Sideline warning. Chargers.
Against the Chargers. And surprised that If they're going to call one, it would be at this point because the Chargers sideline was pretty upset in the first half.
Exactly.
Here's a pitch to Barksdale. He's going to be hit hard. Chris Harris again. Barksdale trying to get away from him, but Harris did not let go, and the cavalry came to bring up third down.
They swarmed to the ball. That was a great job, great pursuit.
No gain. Yeah, Chris Harris grabbed a hold of him. He was like a fly on fly paper there. He just wouldn't let go until, like you said, Grant, the cavalry came, and they're going to give him a gain of 1.
Looks like they're in a passing formation.
Third down and 7. Barron rolling, sets, throws. It's caught by Breland. Breland started walking backwards, and he's not going to have the first down.
Yep, he's going to be short.
Probably go for it for fourth down.
Fourth and 2.
No, they're going to bring out the punting unit. And I don't think we've seen anyone go for it on fourth down so far today.
No, we haven't.
No. Unlike the Pitt Panthers. What they did, 2-3 times in their first drive? That was awesome.
This is where you got to keep an eye on the fake.
Yep, no doubt. Just 2 yards to gain. Yep.
Barksdale gets it away. Nestor catches it at the 21. Working his way to the top. Has some blockers. Finds a crease, and he's across the 45-yard line. So a good return from Owen Nestor for the Chargers.
The defense is giving the offense opportunities for sure.
And we got a Charger down. Is that Nestor? That might be Nestor.
It looks like it could be.
Yep. Erin Natupski runs out there along with the rest of her medical staff and coaches.
This is not what you want to have happen at all when you're trailing by 29 points with just a minute 52 left in the third quarter.
I do see a hanky out there. Another holder blocking the back by the Chargers. I saw him pointing the Chargers' way. Again, Grant, like you said in the first half, every time we get every time we get a nice play, find a yellow hanky on the field, it brings them all the way back to the 31-yard line.
Yeah, just a tough game all around for the Chargers thus far tonight. Now, see one of your guys go down.
Yeah.
They're looking at him.
1:52 on the third quarter clock. And he gets up.
Nestor brought to his feet. And he'll take the walk himself back to the sideline.
Never want to see anyone go down.
Yeah. Especially a senior at this point in the year.
And he's one of the key cogs. He's plays in the defensive backfield, and he'll line up as a wide out for the offense. So at least he's not going to the table. He's going to the bench.
So the Chargers have it at their own 31 after the penalty. And they'll switch their offensive formation again, 2 to each side. Fabian Nixon in a quarterback, trying to get the outside to the right to throw, but he cannot. He is just completely handled by the Ironman on the outside. And it's second down, and they're looking a long way down the field.
Yeah, Fabian was rolling to the right side, and that right side of the offensive line just caved back in on him, and there was nowhere for him to go. 2nd and 21.
Second down and 21.
Comes the blitz.
Nixon takes the snap. Here's that pressure, trying to step up. Now rolling to his left. Nixon trying to spin out of the tacklers, and he does to gain yardage for the Chargers, but it'll still be 3rd down and long.
I don't know if you guys saw that, the running back pick up that blitz. That was a great block.
Yes. That was like a half-second delayed blitz. He backed off and then counted 1-2 and then came in. Yeah, that was a great job there in the backfield. Great job by Fabian to get away from the sack and pick up a little bit out of nothing there.
Clock running down, but the Chargers have to run one more in the 3rd. It'll be 3rd down and 18. Nixon has 3 to the top, takes the snap, looks that way, tries to step up in the pocket, now working to his left, throws across his body, and it's broken up. Incomplete, looking for Ty Hawkins, and it's 4th down.
Yeah, he's taking a little long to make a decision.
Yeah, that's the issue this year for the Chargers, the quarterback. I mean, none of them are really a lot of experience. They're all young, so they're learning as they go. Fabian had a couple really nice games back there at quarterback, and then they kind of like changed their philosophy and started running more.
Here's the punt from Griesacker, but first a whistle and a flag.
Of course. False start on the Chargers. That'll back them up 5 more. Yeah, we'll have a short week and go out to Shadyside next Friday night.
Yeah, just 6 days to prepare for this one. It's another high snap, and Griesacker has no chance of running that one down. It takes a hop over the back white line for another safety.
Yeah, that hurts. That'll knock the one out of the team.
It's the second time that the long snapper has sent it over the head of Grant Griesacker. And it is 31-0.
Who is the long? Is it Harris is the long snapper? I'm not sure. They have 30 on the scoreboard. It's 31.
There it is.
Yeah, there you go.
8 seconds left.
Yeah, it's the second time today. Same. I mean, you could have just recorded that and played it over. That was, except it was the other end of the field. Yeah.
So it'll be our second free kick of the night from the 20-yard line. Callahan kicks it, takes a hop, picked up at the 42 by the Ironman, working it way to the outside across the 50, and he is going to get across the 45 around the 42-yard line.
Looked like Barksdale tackled our player.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was Tyrese Sewells on the return for the Ironman. And that was the last play of the third quarter, with the Chargers trailing Steel Valley 31-0.
Hey, on Saturday, November 1st, OLSH will host the 2025 Hesburgh Lecture presented by the Notre Dame Club of Pittsburgh, entitled The Lab for Economic Opportunities, Bringing Science to the Fight Against Poverty. With Notre Dame professor Bill Evans, co-founder of LEO, this event is free and open to the OLSH community and the public. To register and to learn more, go to Pittsburgh.UND Club, that's University of Notre Dame Club.org/events. That's Pittsburgh.UND Club.org/events.
First play for the Ironmen. Run up ahead, gain of 3 yards, maybe 4. It'll be second down.
Glad you could join us. I had a plethora of people here in the booth tonight. Grant Kalish on the call. I'm OLSH, Christian Harbaugh. Isaiah Neely joining us now in the second half.
Second down and 6. Ironmen get set. And they're going to throw it way down the field, and it's caught after an excess of hand fighting. That was Barron to Siebels, and there's a flag down late.
Let's see what the call is. Dead ball, unsportsmanlike against Steel Valley.
Well, that was Coach just talking smack after he caught that long pass. What a jump ball there. It's good ball and catch.
And we welcome Christian Harbaugh back. Again, second time tonight.
Yeah, we're just flip-flopping around. We need another mic.
I got a handheld.
Man, fun to have Bink in the booth, though.
Yeah, it was.
A lot of football knowledge.
Member of the original football team here at OLSH.
That's right.
Don't try to make him feel old, Al.
No, that's...
And our buddy Matt DeSanto as the quarterback.
Well, you guys are the same class, right?
No, he's actually a year younger than me.
Oh, okay.
And so that was what was unfortunate, because they started the team right when I graduated. So I didn't get a chance to play, and I wish I would have.
Now, there was a nice play by Christian Bush, getting a tackle of Breland in the backfield for a loss of 5.
But we got to play hoops together, which was cool.
So, Isaiah, you were class of 11. 13. Because you were 10,
Yeah,
right?
he was 2 years.
2 years.
2 years behind me. DeSanto was a year behind.
Okay.
It all runs together. We had our buddy Julian Falicino, too.
Yeah.
I see him every day at the gym as well. Yeah, him and Coach Rod and myself, LA Fitness.
Barksdale takes it for a gain of 4. It'll be third down and 10 for the Ironmen.
So if you think that's making him old, I won't even tell you what year I graduated high school. From this very, very school, yeah.
That's right.
This is where it was.
Grant, you graduate yet?
Well, you can ask that question again this spring.
There you go.
Have a similar answer to yours.
That's right.
Barrel throws it, caught, and that is going to be
Barksdale.
Barksdale on the reception, short of the first down marker.
Not by much.
I mean, you got to look all the way across the field to see the sticks, but he will be 1 yard short. It's fourth down.
And we're finally going to see a fourth down and somebody goes for it.
I think so.
Fourth down and 1. Ironmen keep the offense out there. They give it to Barksdale, and Barksdale's got it.
Yeah, why not?
First down in the red zone for Steel Valley.
Barksdale just too strong, powerful there.
Yeah, his legs are not going to stop easily.
They'll mark it at the 18-yard line. Approaching 9 minutes to go in this one.
First down and 10 from the 18. Aaron takes a snap, keeps it, pitches it out, and it's ahead of steam to the 10-yard line.
Well, he saw that play coming from up here. I mean, on the field, it probably looks different, but I saw that coming when that man started in motion and went behind everybody. I'm going like, look out.
That was Breland on the pitch.
Yeah, and it was a nice little fake to Barksdale and just flip it out to Braylon. And he had a head of steam with some blocking in front.
2nd down and 3 from the 10-yard line. Ironman trying to punch it in one more time, which would create a running clock.
Yep, for the rest of the way.
Barron keeps it. Another pitch. Trying to get to the outside. He's going to have the marker. Cuts it back towards the end zone, and he's going to be out of bounds short. That was a shot die running his way near the end zone, but he's going to be stopped around the 2-yard line.
And all they did was flip the play. First time they ran it to the left side. That time they run it to the right side and give it to Die that time. Almost gets to the pylon.
And I'll tell you what, guys, I think he'd have gotten in, but I think when he planted his foot to push off for that leap, he was out of bounds. Right, exactly.
Now they need to go 2 yards. And they're going to keep it. And they are into the end zone. Touchdown, Steel Valley. It is Tyson Barron on the keeper. And it is 37-0 with 8:04 left. Chargers just have not done a good job tonight.
And that time, Barron just running right behind Barksdale, trying to get everybody involved. Barksdale already a couple touchdowns tonight. Barron doing the quarterbacking tonight and finally gets in the end zone for him.
You say that was Barron?
Yeah, that was Barron.
Yeah. He hadn't scored a touchdown till tonight.
Well, there you go. Give Tyson Barron a taste of the end zone. Here comes the extra point for Steel Valley. This make it 38-0. Snap is good. Hold, and the kick is up, and it goes through.
Yeah, and the one thing I will say, obviously, Steel Valley's offense has been flawless all night, but surprised to see that that's the first time that Barron's really ran behind Barksdale, because they haven't did that much, and you would think they would do that more often. Obviously, it's easy to hand him the ball and just let him do his thing, but he's strong and physical, obviously can block up front too. You would think that Barron would have more touches, you know, to try to get in the end zone and more opportunities for that.
Guys, you know what? I think, you know, you look at the score and you're thinking, you know, this is a total blowout, and how could this happen? You know, you got to take into consideration that Steel Valley got beat by, you know, Apollo Ridge last week, and there's got to be some of that fight back in them. Say, I got to make up for what happened last week.
Yeah, absolutely. And, you know, obviously the Chargers, tough one to Apollo Ridge, too.
Right.
It was close. And we've had a couple games like this year, guys, where the Chargers end up getting, unfortunately, lopsided score and a goose egg on the board. But it's not really because they really didn't play well. It was just some of the mistakes that they had. And like tonight, if you know you turn the ball over twice, 3 times, but 2 interceptions to Barksdale that lead to touchdowns. So it's not, you know, like totally because they just played a bad game. It's just some mistakes that they got to clean up, and that comes with the maturity and just playing and reps. A lot of youth.
Yeah, a lot of youth, but I think it's getting to the point they got 2 games left on the season, as there was a 15-yard penalty against Steel Valley, sending that kick back, and it's going to be returned by the Chargers across the 40-yard line. Ty Hawkins gets near the 43. There's a late flag from the backside.
Oh, big surprise there.
So we go under 8 minutes left. We'll see what this penalty is. It's likely 10 yards against the Chargers,
yeah.
You never know. And it is.
The official White Hat never gave a signal, so I don't know if we're going to get one or not. Nope. But it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Chargers, back at the 30.
And it looks like it's Nehemiah Ekamora in a quarterback with 2 receivers to each side. Takes a snap, looks, and he is just clobbered in the backfield, hit hard by Raven Price. Just getting in there and sacking Ekamura.
Yeah, and he just wasn't able to go through his progression. He didn't have enough time. It looked like Anderson was open across the middle, but him being probably his third or fourth option, he just didn't get that far and have that much time to be able to see Anderson wide open.
That's the difference between some of the quarterback. Ichimura is more a stand in the pocket kind of guy, and the other guys, that Fabian and whatnot, they'll run.
On 2nd and 18, it's a throw down the field, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Steel Valley, heading down the sideline, and inside the 20-yard line is a shot die. And that is just how it's been going for the Chargers.
Yeah, and that was a good ball, but just didn't come back and play it. I'm not sure who that was. That Nestor? He didn't come back to the football. He just kind of kept running and just thought it was going to end up in his hands. And unfortunately, it goes Steel Valley's way. Dye just jumps the pass.
In the red zone.
This has not been the night the Chargers envisioned at all.
No, not at all.
Everyone on the sideline searching for answers.
And unfortunately, it started early. I mean, Barksdale goes, 60 yards, 70 yards in the end zone,
right.
And then you snap the ball over the punter's head and get a safety. And it was just a bad start.
The snowball is still rolling. Nice, the clock.
Yeah, I think it was like 77-yard run by Barksdale for that. I think they were on a 23.
Yeah, I think I change it every time. 80 yards, 90 yards. It feels like 100 yards every time he has the football. He's able to create some space and create offense, instant offense.
Steel Valley still in the huddle.
Yeah, they
haven't
just
called timeout.
They just took their second timeout of the half.
Well, I mean, this has just been tough for the Chargers all around.
Well, as Derek Shelton always liked to say, you just got to shower and start over tomorrow.
Who's that?
Yeah. I don't think that's the guy we want to quote.
But that was his saying. Just shower it off.
I'm just messing. I had to. You put on the tee for me, you know.
Oh yeah.
Donnie Ball though, we're excited
Donnie
about
Ball.
that.
Yeah.
You know,
Donnie
we're
Ball.
excited about that.
Got some Donnie Ball at PNC Park and some Donnie Ball down on the field here today.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
They bring in another quarterback as he takes it towards the line of scrimmage. That is Gianni Keys, the freshman.
Keys got some good size for a freshman. It looks like he's pretty tall out there.
He's listed at 6'2", 180 pounds.
Yeah,
pretty good for a freshman.
Looks like he got some size.
Mercifully, the clock is running, as it will be the rest of the way, and we're under 5 minutes and 40 seconds to go.
Keys hands it off, and the Chargers meet the ball carrier right at the line. It'll be third down. Clock continuing to tick.
Yep, it will. Yeah.
So we got our camera battery run out here. We're getting a change. Oh, my dad dropped the camera battery. As they are just completely spinning around in the backfield. Chargers bring the ball carrier down for a huge loss. You didn't get to see it, but it's fourth down. Clock keeps running.
Having an issue here with the battery. Can't get it to get in.
Steel Valley shut the lights out.
I mean, that's really what they've done today to the Chargers.
I'll get down there. I'll get it.
It's cold. His hands are cold.
I don't know what it is, but my dad just striking out on putting the camera battery in as we get a timeout called by Steel Valley. And here comes Al teaching them the right way to put it in.
Al to the rescue.
And there is your visibility back.
Okay.
Grant, got to cut him some slack over here. Ain't cutting Dad no slack.
Who called the timeout?
Steel Valley.
Steel Valley.
That's so they don't have any more left.
Can't take them with you.
Nope.
Al.
Nope.
Gonna use them all.
3:55 to go.
4th down and 21.
Yeah, he is big, isn't he?
Oh, he's
Yeah.
a big boy.
Yeah.
I mean, now he's standing next to somebody who's probably 5'7", but still.
Hey.
Keys drops back.
Yeah, I mean,
Rules. Just throws it up down the field, and it is intercepted. Was he in bounds?
Yes.
Yes, he was. I think that was Ty Hawkins
It works like a punt.
with
There
the
you go.
interception. And on 4th down, you probably didn't want that if you're the Chargers, but Hawkins will definitely take the stat.
reward Ty. He's had a good game tonight. Unfortunately, hasn't been able to find the end zone, but he's ran the ball well.
Oh, they're saying he was incomplete.
He must have been out of bounds.
Yep.
I mean, the official signaled timeout as if it was an interception. But Chargers get the ball regardless.
Yep. This is better. At least it's not back.
They go to the Wildcat with Chris Harris going to get the carry, and Harris with a nice run, gain of 10 yards. And the Chargers are going to try to get a drive here, get on the scoreboard before we get to go home.
He picks up 11.
Chris Harris is a big boy. We've
Yeah,
talked about
he's
that.
solid.
He's had some good sparks this year when he gets in and is able to carry the football.
He's good kid.
Does
Under
a good
3
job.
minutes.
He does a good job on defense
Yeah,
too.
yeah.
He's
Great
a
linebacker.
really
electric
good.
player.
Yep.
He's got to be one of the leading tacklers for the Chargers.
Yep.
Looks like he's going to get another carry here.
Well, he just came out.
Oh,
He had helmet came off. He had to come out.
that's what it was. And there is an attempt at a carry for Talon Ellis, but he's going to be brought down for a loss of 5.
So the Chargers are going to fall to 2 and 3 in the section. They're going to go 3 and 5 overall. And if they want to tie what they did last year, they got to win the final 2 to go 5 and 5.
Yeah, it's really looking like it's definitely going to be wild card or bust for the Chargers.
Yeah, exactly.
But if they can win these next 2 games, I think they'll be in a great spot. They were able to get the number 8 seed a year ago as a wild card, so that would mean that they have a bunch more spots to keep themselves in it with the same record. So they should be making it, but they have to win the next 2 games.
Right.
So
Yeah.
they still control their own destiny, presumably.
Yeah, I think if they win out, even if, because we were talking to Coach Militzer, even if they lose tonight, if they win out, they're not guaranteed, but pretty much in the playoffs. So, question is, then you're not going to play the guy that you want to play, the team that you want to play, you know?
Yeah, you're going to play one of the big dogs.
Yeah. But you got to beat them if you want to win. So.
That's right.
Here's a carry for the Chargers for a first down. Let's see who that was. That was Trayshawn Mitchell.
Yep, Mitchell.
Getting a carry out of the Wildcat.
I mean, really, the Chargers can put anybody back there. I mean, they got like 20 guys that they've been able to run out there. And I will say this, guys, a year or two from now, when these guys are older, man, they're going to be scary. They're going to have so many weapons with a lot of experience.
Mitchell gets another snap and brings this one across the 45-yard line. Minute 20 left. On second down, Chris Harris trying to bring it up the middle, and he spins his way
up close to the first down.
Close to the marker. And it looks like they're going to say that it's third down. Clock continues to run now, just 50 seconds left. And they will move the sticks.
Oh, they calling the first? Yeah, they are.
Talon Ellis in the backfield now. He takes a snap. He's going to run it towards the top. He gets the corner, and he's across the 30-yard line. Talon Ellis with a nice run for 11 yards, moves the sticks, and Chargers have to get up to the line if they want to run one or two more plays.
Let's see if the Chargers call a timeout here. See if they can't punch it in once, just for their psyche, you know.
You never want to get shut out. 15 seconds. Ellis in the backfield again.
Evidently not.
10 seconds now. Ellis takes the snap, bringing it to the bottom. He has some space, gets to the outside. Talon Ellis makes a man miss, and he is in. Touchdown, Chargers. The Chargers are not shut out tonight.
Make sure there's no hankies. Man, good job by Ellis there. Got to the outside, got some good blocking, cut back upfield, finds the end zone.
Now, Grant, if you're Coach Militzer, do you go for two here, or do you try to kick it? They've had some issues with the point after attempts.
I think that the fact that they've had some issues with the point after attempt would be why I would do it here.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
Yeah, you want to get these guys a live rep. But I mean, Talon Ellis, the senior defensive back, getting into the end zone, getting his chances. We have a unique thing.
The offset, they're going to go for two.
Want to get this on tape as it is over the head. That was Ty Hawkins trying to throw to Jameer Samuels. So we have officially 0.2 of a second left. So just one play remaining in this game, but a great job there by the Chargers and Talon Ellis getting his chance in the Wildcat and taking one in for a score.
Yeah, Ellis, let's see. I don't think he has a score.
No, I don't.
I think he's got a 2-point conversion, but let's see here.
Bust out the stat
Ellis,
sheet.
yes, he's got two 2-point conversions.
Yeah, I think those were both against Ligonier Valley.
So he's got a total of 10 points now. Yes, that's right, Ligonier Valley. Yeah, those were those bad snaps, and he ran them in. That's right. Because you were, I think, Grant, we were talking, you said, I think that was a design play.
Yeah.
And I talked to Coach Militzer and then Coach Nick Militzer, and he was saying, no, they weren't design plays. They were just bad snaps.
He should have just said they were design plays.
Yeah.
I mean, it would have looked good for everyone involved. So we're going to have one final kickoff here.
So you squib it, almost like an onside kick.
Yeah.
Yeah, just whatever they want to do, just keep it in bounds so the clock runs out. And
there you go.
That's what they will do. It'll be touched. Final play of the game. Steel Valley is going to drop the ball. It's on the turf. Chargers have it. So they're going to get a turnover in the end here. But that's going to do it.
The Chargers were saying, hey, they were able to pick it up off the ground and run in. Why can't we?
Yeah, right.
Well, that'll do it. The OLSH Chargers fall to the Steel Valley Ironmen by a final score of 38-6. And what was a key game coming in, Chargers unable to come out on top, but they've still got a chance at the playoffs over the next 2 weeks.
Well said. Tonight didn't go the way the Chargers planned it, but like we said, we got to regroup, gather ourselves together, forget about this one. It's over, it's done, and go after the Bulldogs next week.
Yeah, flush this one. Start preparing. Watch your film, obviously. Talk about it, and get after it in practice this week, and try to figure out what you want to do on offense, because I think you have to have a concrete thing you do on offense, whether it's wildcat, whether it's try to throw the ball out the outside, whatever they're going to do, they got to make that decision and roll with it throughout the week and prepare that way.
Well, I've seen at least a game and a half of Shadyside, and I think the Chargers match up well against the Bulldogs, so I think I anticipate a better outcome next week than we had this week. As long as the Chargers don't, put the ball on the turf, and don't throw the interceptions.
Right.
Control the ball, and I think they'll do well.
Yeah.
All right, let us take a break. We'll come back, put a bow on this one, but the Chargers fall to the Steel Valley Ironmen 38-6 here tonight from Moon Stadium. Don't go away. We're coming right back. As we welcome you back inside Moon Stadium, as the Chargers come up a little short, guys, against the Ironmen of Steel Valley, and Steel Valley solidifies their spot in third place, and the Chargers now will battle with South Park and Shadyside for that wild card, as actually they're in the lead right now between those two teams, but of course, I didn't see what Shadyside did today. They played this afternoon. I didn't see a score.
Played Seton LaSalle.
Seton LaSalle. I'm thinking they lost.
Can only guess.
Yeah, you can only. Yeah, of course. Who'd have thought that Apollo Ridge would take down Steel Valley? So, but anyway, you said it, Grant. I don't think it's as bad as the score shows. Yeah, they come up short, but a lot of that was misplays and interceptions, and sometimes you got to credit Steel Valley for what they did, but Chargers, too many mistakes is basically what it boils down to.
Yeah, and I think the biggest thing for the Chargers too is they got away from what they wanted to do, unfortunately, because of the way the game started at the beginning. I think if they didn't put themselves in a hole, then the run game would have been something that they could have went to. But because, you put yourself in a hole down 9-0, and then you play behind the sticks for the first 5 possessions. Because of that, they had to start throwing the ball a little bit, and then unfortunately you throw it, and then Barksdale runs it back to the house. So that just changed the whole game, and I think it would have been a different feel and a different game if that stuff doesn't happen in the beginning of the game the way it did.
Yeah, I mean, that just really what you described goes to show that the Chargers have a young team that's so emotionally affected by the early things that occur in the game, and they just weren't able to get it back together and get out there for a winning effort today. But still got 2 more, and they're going to have to be up for the task, because those games will not come easy.
No, they won't. But as I said, if you don't want to make the trip out to Fox Chapel next week, Old Sports Network will be there. Are you coming? Don't know.
I gotta see because of practice. If I can make it on time.
At the minimum, Grant and I will be there. Maybe Christian as well.
I'm hoping so, depending on practice time.
It's coming into your season here.
That's right.
But on behalf of everybody, I want to thank everybody, Coach Mack, Heather Parker, as always. Hey, Mike Kalish on the camera, jumping in and doing a great job as always. And I'm OLSH saying thanks a lot, everybody. Chargers fall 38-6 in the next to last section game for the Chargers here this year. Stay warm and we'll see you in 6 days. It's a short week for the Chargers. Friday night against Shadyside. Good night, everybody.